students, welcome back to DM's grammar classes. And as I have told you, I will try to teach you the basic things, the fundamental things about English grammar. And there are so many books available in the market. You read them, but still then you are not fundamentally clear. Now, in my first lecture, I have told you some of the important rules of changing a direct speech into indirect one. Now, in today's class, I will tell you how to change the interrogative sentences into indirect speech. In the first episode, in the first lecture, you learned how to change the statements into indirect form, and today we will discuss about the interrogatives, how to change the interrogative sentences into indirect speech. Okay, now definitely you know what is an interrogative sentence. The sentences which are used to ask questions, to get some information about inquiries, about queries, and sometimes we also express our wonder, our surprise, our possibilities by putting a question mark. Now, as such, we have two types of questions. Two types. What are they? Now, one type beginning with the WH words. One type of question beginning with WH words. The WH words are just like who, whom, who is, why, how, where, when, etc. etc. Now these are called the WH words or the interrogative words. Now these interrogative words are of two types. We have the interrogative pronouns and again we have the interrogative adverbs. Whatever may be the case. One type of sentence, interrogatives beginning with the WH words. The second type, this is gone, and the second type of questions begin with the helping verbs or the auxiliaries, and we have the two types of auxiliaries. One is the primary auxiliary, be, do, have, and we have also the modal auxiliaries just like shall, will, can, may, must, used to, ought to, need, and dare. Now we have two types of questions, and phase wise we will discuss the two different types of questions and how to change the direct questions into indirect ones. Now let me acquaint you with the basic rules. Number one, if you find the reporting verb just like said, just like told, etc., the reporting verb from said or told must be changed to ask or asked, want to know or wanted to know, and inquire or inquired, investigated, wonder or wondered, etc. according to the sense. One is not to be substituted by the other according to the meaning, according to the essence implied by that question. We have to select any one of these. Now the second type of question, second rule, that is the WH word. First of all, we have to change the reporting verb from said or told to ask, inquire, investigate, want to know, wonder, etc. The second rule, when the question begins with a WH word, an interrogative word, we have to rewrite that WH word, whether it is just like a linking word, just like a conjunction, or whether it is a subject. That WH word must be retained, must be rewritten. And the third one is we have to change the question to statements, because when somebody asked a question to someone else, that person wanted to know something, inquired about something, but when the reporter is reporting a question, there is no sense of a query, no sense of inquisition, simply the person reporting expresses it in his own words. That is why the question changes to statements. Now, third thing, very important, that is, as in case of we change the tense different forms from present to corresponding past tense form, from future to corresponding future in the past form, from simple past to past perfect, and from past continuous to past perfect continuous. Similarly, when we are changing the questions into statements, we have to follow the tense rules. Similarly, we have to follow the rules relating to change of adjective, change of adverb, change of pronoun, etc., etc. And instead of the question mark, we have to give a full stop at the end of the sentence, and there will be no quotation marks, inverted commas used in indirect speech. These are the things, important things to be kept in our mind while changing direct question into indirect ones. Now, let us see the application of the rules by giving some examples, and I will try to explain every tidbit to you so that the application of the rules relating to the change of questions into indirect form will be quite clear to you. Now, for example, Rama said, where did you go yesterday? Where did you go yesterday? Now you see here the sentence begins with what? A WH word. First of all, here Ramo said. Here Ramo said means I am reporting to you, and here Ramo is not present. Ramo is not asking the question, where did you go yesterday? I am the reporter. I am reporting what Ramo said to you. I am reporting to you about Ramo's speech, and here Ramo said. And again, here the interrogative adverb of a place used where, and you see after where there is did. This is the interrogative adverb, and here the helping verb, and here the subject, here the main verb, and here is the adverb of time. Okay. Now this is called the reporting verb. Okay. Now again, what is the difference between a question and a statement? In a statement, what happens? The subject is followed by the verb is followed by the object if it is a transitive verb, and after the object we have the different types of adverbs. Now this is the order of words in a statement, but in case of a question, what happens? The helping verb is used before the subject. The helping verb is used before the subject, and the rest part of the verb is used after the subject, and thereafter the adverb. Now this is the order, change of order, and when you are making it indirect, you have to follow the formula of the statements. Okay. Now let us try to change it into indirect speech. Now the rules I have told you, you might have taken it down, you might have written it in your notebooks. Now if you have something in your mind, definitely you can find the justification of my explanation. First of all, we have to write Ramo. Ramo, that means the person spoken of. about whom I am talking to you, telling to you, and this is the person spoken of Ramo, and it is to be written without any change. And again, no nouns, no noun phrases are changed, only personal pronouns are changed, verbs, adverbs, and possessive, your demonstrative adjectives are changed, etc. Now Ramo, and here comes the reporting verb said. As I have told you, the reporting verb from said or told must be changed to another verb which will sufficiently express the meaning implied, suggested, given by their question. Now here Ramo wants to know where he or I went. Now this is a question and we have to use what? Ramo asked, or Ramo wanted to know. Ramo wanted to know, or Ramo inquired. Okay, now you see, Ramo asked. Asked is used better when we have the object. After the verb, after the reporting verb, if there is an object, asked is the most possible verb, reporting verb, and when we have no object following the verb, reporting verb, we can use wanted to know in a better way. And in case of any query, in case of any investigation, any inquiry, this word inquired can be used. Okay, now I have given you the possible alternative reporting verbs. That is right. Now, and here we have used this one, we have used this one, and the next rule I have told you, the interrogative word to be retained, and this word, interrogative word of this word where should be again used, again written in the indirect speech. That means after this inquired, we have to write where. Now here you see, where is used for the place. Ramo wanted to know the place where this fellow you went. Now where is written here. Now without changing here, this where is used as a conjunction, as a conjunction, as a linking word. Where. Now let us see the next rule. The questions change to statements. Questions change to statements, and in a statement what happens? Subject is followed by the verb, verb is followed by the object, then adverb, etc. Now after where we have to use the subject. Now the subject is you, and as I have told you, the personal pronouns from first and second persons change to third person. And in some cases too, if that first person or second person imply to the person speaking, then from using third person we can also use the second person. Now here, as per rule, this second person personal pronoun should be changed to third person. Now what will be the proper form of this you in third person? That is, we can write he or she or they. Why? Now this you may be singular, may be plural, and this you may refer to a boy or a girl. Suppose this you refers to a boy, a masculine gender, we can write he. And if this you refers to a girl, a feminine gender, the use of she is necessary. And suppose this you refer to a group, more than one person, then we can write they. Okay. Now after the use of this subject comes the use of a verb. Now verb is helping verb or did, past simple, and go is the main verb. Now because it was a question, therefore we used the did verb. Remember one thing, in present simple and in past simple, in affirmative structures, no helping verb is used. But when we are making the negative and questions, we take the help of the primary auxiliary, that is do or does or did. Okay. Now as we are going to change this question into statement, this did will be omitted, and when we are omitting this did, the past form of this go will be used. Now the answer will be where he, she or they went or had gone. I wrote the two words went and had gone according to the rules. Simple past changes to past perfect. Simple past changes to past perfect. But here, instead of changing this simple past to past perfect, why did I use deliberately, knowingly this past simple? As per rules, I changed this went to had gone. Did go to had gone. And why did I write this went? Suppose Ramo said it yesterday. Today is, suppose today is Sunday. Yesterday means Saturday. Suppose the time has not elapsed. What Ramo said on Saturday, I reported it on Sunday. In that case only, the simple past will not change to past perfect. And if the situation is not given, it will be better to use the past perfect, that is had gone. Where he, she or they had gone, and this and these are over. Come to the last word, that is the adverb time yesterday. Now I have already told you yesterday becomes what? The previous day or the day before. Now instead of writing yesterday, we have to write had gone the previous day. And finally full stop. Mark the changes. Ramo asked, Ramo wanted to know, Ramo inquired where he, she or they had gone the previous day. And finally there is no question mark, appears the full stop. Okay. Now let us take another example. And we are applying all the rules of reported speech. I used an adverb, I used past simple verb. In the last class I used a different tense form. Now let us see another example. Okay. Now let us take the example of a question where we are using the helping verbs first instead of using any interrogative word. Example number 2. Have you ever seen an octopus? Have you ever seen an octopus? Said my teacher. Okay. Now you see in the first example I used what? The third person, the reporting verb at the beginning and the reported statement at the second side. Now here I have reversed the case. I have used the reported statement, the statement within inverted commas first, followed by the person about whom I am telling you. Now you see how to change it into indirect speech. Okay. Now whatever may be the case, whether it is at the first side or it is towards the end of the statement or in the middle of the sentence, this must be used first. What to be written first? The answer will be my teacher. You see, in my previous lecture, this my became his or her, but as it is not within the inverted commas, therefore this possessive adjective is not changed. My teacher remains the same, and after using this my teacher, comes the next word, the reporting verb. This is reporting verb. Okay. Now my teacher did not say, rather my teacher asked a question. Asked a question to whom? Let us see. Whom did the teacher ask a question? Okay. Now my teacher, here I can write asked, because it is quite explicit, it is quite clear that my teacher means the teacher might be asking me. The object is totally clear, although it is not written here. I have not written my teacher said to me. From this use of my, it is clear that teacher asked me, because the teacher is mine. Now my teacher asked whom? Now me. It is implied. My teacher asked me. Now let us see. Here there is no interrogative word. The sentence begins with a helping verb, and this is the helping verb. This is the subject, and this is the adverb, and this is the main verb, and this is object. Okay. We have adverb, object, etc. Now my teacher asked me, and here we can use whether or if. Whether or if. When a question begins with a helping verb, the conjunction will be whether or if. If the answer comes in the form of yes or no, whether is better, otherwise we can use if. Whether or if. Now I, this you became I. Why? Because my teacher. And therefore for I, my is the possessive adjective I, and here it is present perfect. Have seen. The present perfect changes to past perfect, corresponding tense, past tense form, whether I had, and here we have to use ever, the pre-verb adverb. Whether I had ever seen an octopus. Okay. Now finally you have to give the full stop. The answer is my teacher asked me whether or if I had ever seen an octopus. Now this was for today's class. In the next class I will come with new examples, with a new chapter, with not a new chapter, with another part of this reported speech, and I have projected, I have planned to take minimum 5 classes to complete this reported speech, so that a little can be learned. Thank you all. Bye.